Hey lovelies! Today I'm going to show you what's in my audition bag. So as y'all know, I'm an actor. I'm based in New York City, and I think I have my audition bag down pretty good. That being said, every audition I feel like I forgot something and I find new things that I need. So it is always growing and changing and adapting and whatever else. So today I'm going to show you what's in my audition bag as of today. So first of all, currently I'm using this huge, beautiful Athleta tote. As you can see, she's a little dirty from being in New York, but I love her so much. She gets the job done, and I love that she's stretchy, so things can kind of like shift and grow because I'm always just throwing things and shoving them in here. On the outside, I have my two little Suffs pins that I adore so much. Suffs is a Broadway show that is so beautiful and inspiring. It's about the feminist suffragist movement, and I love it, but I could go on. So let me show you what's inside. Ooh, things are already spilling out. Okay, just in this first little layer, the most important thing that is in my audition bag is my book. This book has all of my go-to audition cuts in it of songs, so if I'm leaving the house without this, something is wrong. This has everything. It is like my audition Bible. I don't know what I would do without it. If I lost it, I would be heartbroken. So this is my book. Next up, I have my folder. This is like a gorgeous, like really pocketed folder. And I have like my audition sides in it. I keep headshots and resumes in here. All of those like paperwork things that you always need, no matter where you go. So we keep that all in this cutie little folder. I think I got it at Staples or something, and it's adorable and it still gets the job done. All right, next up is something that's outside of my audition bag right now, but I think it's important, which is my makeup kit. This makeup kit is such a disaster on the inside, but my makeup is like the thing I always forget to do, so I bring it with me on the run, even if I'm like taxiing, training, whatever I'm doing, always doing my makeup in the back of a moving vehicle, so this likes to come with me too. All right, on that same note, I have a hairbrush. This comes with me kind of no matter what. Post dance call, give her a little brush out before the audition, whatever. Need a good hairbrush. All right, next up is my laptop and charger. My laptop and charger are probably the two things that leave the house with me no matter where I'm going. I always have them. They're like my security blanket at this point. But these two things are so crucial for me to be able to get work done, and if I have any sort of like audition material that I need to learn, I love using my laptop. Plus, as y'all know, I'm a student, so I always have homework to do. So even if I'm at an audition or if I'm at like an ECC or an EPA waiting all day, I can get some homework done with my laptop. All right, on that kind of same idea, I also keep my iPad with me. This iPad I like to use when I'm annotating sheet music, or if I'm like going through a script or something, instead of like always using paper, because you don't always have a printer, you don't always have all your stuff. I like to use my iPad just to make sure I always have all of my materials super duper prepped. If I can control something in an audition room, I like to. So things like that, making sure I have everything memorized and my songs are accurate and my words are accurate, all happens because of my trusty dusty iPad. Oh my goodness, we're like not even past the surface. This is a little nuts. Okay, next thing is my water bottle. And I feel like your water bottle is something that you need no matter what kind of audition you're doing. You always need a little refreshing sip. But one thing I love is having a water bottle with a straw, so that way when you're in your audition room or walking to your audition or whatever, you can use this to warm up. So I like to blow bubbles into the water while I'm humming my song, and it just helps your chords warm up. It helps you get a nice light beautiful sound in your voice, helps you remember your song, and it's just a really nice exercise. So it's like a 2-in-1 we love. Okay. All right, we're getting to the dance portion of what I have going on here. So in this dance portion, first things first, I have my warm-up jacket. Whoa, where is it? Here she is. This is one of the Athleta zip-ups. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of Athleta. And I just love being able to wear a warm-up over my audition clothes. It's just something I do. Like, one, yes, it actually keeps you warm, and half the time these audition rooms are literally freezing. But two, it's like one of those things for me that I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready now. So I always keep my warm-up jacket with me. I have like 30 of them, but this is one of my current faves. Okay, well, next up I have my little emergency kit, and this comes with me like everywhere I go. It basically just has like tampons, medicine, hand sanitizer, hand lotion, all of those like little things that you always need. I also find that if you're at an audition in a waiting room and you want to make some friends, be the one that's helpful and be the one that's like, oh my gosh, you need this? Here you go, girl, like, let's be buddies. It's like such a small world, especially like in New York auditions, so you bump into the same people over and over again. So if you can be like the nice person in the room, I always like to be that person, because to me it's nicer than being like the, I know what's going on and I have my emergency prep kit and you don't. So if you can be helpful, be helpful. It just makes everyone's day a little brighter. Okay, next up, this is a sometimes thing, but I have a little Leo. This one's really fun. It's like meshy in the back and has like that cool design. For like dance calls and stuff, most of the time I'm in normal athletic clothes, but once in a while I'm in a Leo. Like today, I was in a Leo, so I like to keep that in my bag, so I always have a backup or a just in case. And then going along with that, I have in my bag my Laducas. Oh, she's popping out. She wants to be seen. These are my gorgeous Laduca boots. I wear them so often you can see how wrinkles they're getting from being really overworn. But I love wearing these in auditions. They're so supportive, they're so wonderful, and they're just fierce, and they make you feel like such a dancer. So I'm a big fan of the Laduca boot. All right, on that same line, I also have my really dingy, they're like embarrassing now that I'm showing them, my dingy jazz shoes. Sometimes you don't want a Laduca boot if you're doing like a really technical combo. If you're doing something that's more contemporary, a jazz shoe is always a good standard. You can't really go wrong. I feel like 90% of my auditions I wear sneakers anyway, but if you're doing something that's like a beautiful contemporary lyrical or something like that, you can always go with a jazz shoe. So we like to have those too. My philosophy is there's no such thing as over-prepared, and yet somehow I'm always under-prepared. But I feel over-prepared, at least walking in. All right, we're getting to the nitty-gritty of the bottom of the bag. We have Altoids, because always, especially if you're like snacking or whatever, which that's one thing I don't have in my bag right now, but I always have for auditions, or some snacks. Love an Altoid. And my Grethers, these are little like vocal pastilles that just help me feel super, super ready to sing. I also have my little mini notebook in case I like to make to-do lists, especially when I'm sitting around. I like to make checklists of things, so that's always helpful. Gotta have my pencil case, pens, highlighters, pencils, all kinds of fun stuff that you need. Then we have my portable charger. Like I said, sometimes you're waiting around all day. Sometimes you need a charger, so super helpful. All right, guys, we're in the home stretch here. Some fun random items that are at the bottom of my bag. We have a liquid IV. Especially this summer, it is so hot. Audition rooms tend to get so dry with the AC. So a little liquid IV, keep you hydrated, ready to go. Love it. This is the white peach. Really yummy. A comb. I have like OCD about my part being perfectly straight, so love a comb. Almost done. Oh, I keep a little baggie of hair ties, but the reason I really keep this baggie is if I'm in a dance call, I like to take my rings and my necklace and my earrings off, just because I feel like I'm gonna break them or I'm gonna break my hands. So I like to put that stuff in my little baggie. I have my everyday just fanny pack that I just throw in here. Once again, Athleta. It just has my wallet, my keys, things like that. So that just goes right in the bag. And last but not least, I have my fun sunglasses. I feel so fierce walking down the city street with my sunnies on. So I always like to keep those with me, just in case I need a little extra boost. And that is what is in my ginormous tote bag. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed learning what's in my crazy, ridiculous, big audition bag. And I will see you next week. Bye, lovelies!